Hi, welcome to my channel. This is a slightly different video. Something amazing has happened to me, and it's been a week, and that is the only reason that I'm coming on here to talk about it. I don't know 100% what I'm even looking to get from this. I just wanted to pass this on. I think it's encouraging, I think it's inspiring, and I want to talk about why I think it might have happened. What I've been doing that's slightly different than I have been doing before, and a combination of things. It's a discussion video. I'm not 100% sure how this has happened, and I don't feel like I've done anything to make it happen, but it's so far life-changing, and it's been just over a week now since it happened. Nothing has changed since within me. Okay, before we start, I'm an author and I am a coach. My coaching is all listed on my website, all available on my website, and my books are available on Amazon. Okay, right. So I advocate acceptance. I always have, well, since I heard it about radical acceptance from Eckhart Tolle. Watched one of his videos and thought, that's it, that's what I need to do. I need to practice radical acceptance, because I knew I was in this kind of fight with myself, going, no, I don't care, but really I was thinking I need to practice that. So for a few years I have practiced acceptance. It changed my life, and I'm not for 1 minute in this video saying that I don't advocate acceptance, because I do, because it completely changed my life. It chilled me out, it brought those things to me eventually, it made me more relaxed in myself, it made me more detached, all of that stuff. And I think going through that is partly why I'm going through this now. This is a whole different stage now. So if I hadn't been doing this other thing in the meantime, I would just put it down to that. This is just the evolution of me, with the law of attraction, law of assumption, whatever you want to call it. I don't call it any of that stuff at home, but that's, life. The evolution of me, growing with this. I would have just put it down to that. But there is one thing that I have been doing different, more of, ramped up, I guess. If you haven't seen the story that I put up a little while ago, it was how I manifested something personal, which I can't talk about, but really instantly, as in, when it happened, it seemed like it was instant. It had been about a month leading up to it, but actually when my feeling state changed, it was pretty instant. And the way that I did that was I got a little bit exasperated because some stuff started to happen which seemed to be as if it was going completely down the opposite route, and things, but it wasn't actually. It was all part of the bigger picture. And when I look at that now, I think, yeah, I did tell myself that in the end it's part of the bigger picture. Stuff was coming up in conversation with people. It was coming up all over the place in relation to this, not in relation to me, but in relation to the subject. It was everywhere. It was crazy, because I wanted to manifest something in particular. It was a personal issue with somebody else. And it was absolutely crazy. And then it spun on its head pretty much when I changed my feeling state, and I went, oh my God, whatever, I will be okay, whatever. And I felt that strongly, and I felt a massive relief in the moment, a huge relief. I felt very light, and I felt like, whatever, I know what I want, but I just can't be bothered with this anymore, whatever. And I just kept saying it, whatever. Not over and over, but now and again I would. And then it resolved itself pretty much, like the next day it was resolved. And it's been a while since it happened, and it's still the same. It still hasn't gone back to how it was. So with that in mind, I thought, I love whatever. I love the term whatever. Back in the day when whatever started, I think it was an American term, the whatever, and I used to hate it, because I used to think that's just dissing. It's dissing everything. If you say that to a person, just dissing that person. I didn't like it. Disrespecting, I mean. But now I think, yeah, I am. I'm disrespecting that situation. I'm disrespecting that person. I'm disrespecting whatever because I want to in the moment, because it gives me a feeling of power. I'm disrespecting. I go, yeah, whatever. You do what you want. You do what you want. Reality, just do whatever you like. Whatever. I'm going to be okay, because I'm strong. And I really felt that in the moment. So I thought, I'm just going to keep doing that. I was doing it along with saying detachment. I have been saying detachment on and off for quite some time, but this, I preferred it. So I still say detachment. I have stopped saying detachment now, but I did carry on saying whatever, and I'm still doing that now. So was it that did this? So basically what happened is, It was an afternoon. I was doing something out here. I was working out here because Harry is back now. And Harry was working in my office and he was taking over the place, which is fine. And it was a lovely day outside, so I thought I'll work down here. And I had this feeling come over me, and it was really different. Well, it was a real powerful, overwhelming feeling. And the label I'm going to give to it is determination or determined. That's the only description I can really give it, because that's what it felt like. And I just thought, I put it down to the fact that I was just finishing up my latest book. I was doing a lot of stuff that was coming to a close, and maybe I was feeling like that's an accomplishment, you know, I don't know. That's what I put it down to. I didn't put it down to anything more than that. I didn't expect it to stay with me. The next day, it's still there. The next day, the next day. And the determined feeling is this is how I'm going to describe it to you now. Like, I changed it when it happened, as in I just started doing things that I've been putting off for ages. I started doing a lot of financial stuff here. I took charge of a couple of things here that I've just kind of left, and Jeremy and I are both kind of ignoring, and then I just dealt with that. I've been dealing with the guy that's doing a couple of bathrooms for us. I've just dealt with everything, and I didn't try to make myself, it just happened. I just wanted to. I wanted to. That's the difference. I wanted to do it. I couldn't even say I was motivated to do it. I just wanted to, and I just wanted to get on with it and do it, and I did it. So it was that. Then I learned something online. I learned how to add captions to my videos online, because I think they will be useful to people, because I talk so bloody fast, I know. So I learned how to do that. I would have never done that. I would have never sat and watched a 10-minute tutorial video that I had to learn something. Can't do it, not normally, but I did it. And I learnt it, and I understood it, and I implemented it, and it was quite crazy. This probably seem like a big deal, but to me it's a huge, huge deal, because I don't have focus. And I've learned to live with that. I could change that, but I can't be bothered to change absolutely everything about myself. A lot of stuff, I just live with it, and I'm like, okay, I'm good with it, it's cool, it's part of me, and I've accepted it. But anyway, so that happened. But I have the determination that I have inside, and the feeling I have inside is like, I can do this. I can do this, I've got that, you know, everything is going to sort itself out. I don't have to worry about anything. It's that kind of determined. It's not that I am determined to do anything in particular. It's just a feeling of resolution, resolve, an absolute feeling. It's done. It's all just done. I don't have to do anything, but if something comes to me, I will do it, and I know that I will do it as soon as it comes to me. I won't put it off. I will just get on with it. It's that kind of feeling. It's a whole different feeling state than acceptance. It's almost the opposite of acceptance, which is weird. So that's kind of what I wanted to say as well, but I didn't want you guys to think that I'm saying that acceptance shouldn't be a thing for you, because it always has been for me, and I've not tried to do this, but it's like, no, I don't accept any other option, really. I don't, but it's not like I'm fighting with it. This is the difference. I'm not fighting with any other option. I'm just going, no, this is it. This is happening. That's happening. And I've not had that ever before. I've never had that. And I don't know where it's come from. And I don't know if it's from the whatever. And this is why I'm making this video, really. One, to say that you can move through states. If you're not in a great state at the moment, it will not last. I guarantee you it won't last. If you just have the opinion that it can change. And two, it could have been the fact that I've ramped up whatever. It could have been. So I'm passing it on just in case whatever works for you, or you find an alternative word if you don't like whatever, but that means the same kind of thing, because I just find it really empowering. So maybe it was that. So this is a video questioning it and going, what was it that's done this? Is it going to stay? Am I going to come to the end of next week and still feel this way, or am I not? That's possible. I just don't know. This is so unknown, isn't it? All of this, it's really unknown. We don't know what's going on. We don't know, because I do know that I can wake up with anxiety, which I haven't done for a long, long time, but I could. And then the next day I could feel fine. So I knew that, which is why I didn't make the video before this. I almost wanted to, but I thought, no, it's too soon, because it could change. And then you've made a video and you've told somebody something, and now you feel completely different. So I didn't want to. I wanted to wait till the week mark, till I'd gone past a week and thought, okay, if it's still here now, it's very likely that it's going to stay. And I tell you what has gone. So resistance has gone. All resistance has gone, which is awesome. But what also has gone is, you know how sometimes you feel if you talk about something like this, then you're going to make it not happen again. You're going to like jinx it, and it's going to go back the other way because you've talked about it. I've always had a little bit of that in me, a tiny bit, and I've kind of talked myself out of it, and sometimes things have gone back a bit and then I've brought them back again. So I've always thought, well, if that happens, it doesn't matter because I can bring it back again. But I know that I can do that, like talking about a migraine, for example. I would have been scared to do that really in case I brought on a migraine. Well, I don't have that fear now. I think part of me thinks, oh, well, big deal, you get a migraine, so what? It'll be gone in it'll be gone in a few hours, don't worry about it. So I think that has been a huge thing, and that is a huge thing, I think, for me, that I don't have to ever be concerned about talking about anything. The thing is, for me, I know that I can talk things into existence, and I know that that's negative and positive. So I have to have a word with myself sometimes before I start talking about something that's negative to me, to tell myself, you are not going to talk yourself into this, don't worry about it. I used to have to do that, because I could talk about a migraine and get one. I could talk about a cold sore and get one. So I know that I'm very good at that, and the universe doesn't know good or bad, does it? You're just talking about it. Okay, so there you go. You asked for it, there you go. Now it's yours, that sort of thing. But see, that's the fear that's gone as well, and that's awesome for me, really awesome. I think, oh, well, big deal. If these things happen, I will just get rid of them again. It's a big deal, that's the difference. I think I've got really strong with myself, like really like, what are you worried about that for? Well, you're not. I'm just not. It's just not there. So I guess this is a video of me going, oh my God, like really? I really thought that acceptance was kind of my final stage with it, as in I'd still have these ups and downs, but I'd work with acceptance. I really thought that, I did. I didn't think this was a thing, not for me anyway. I just thought this isn't my personality type, so this is very unlikely that anything like this. I mean, I've read about people going into different states, mostly that sort of blissful state where they just know that everything is done. I wouldn't say that is this is that. It's not that. But maybe that means that I will be able to get into that state. I'd love to experience that. So maybe this is on the way to that. I don't know. But just because I love the feel to experience different feelings and think, wow, that's awesome. But to me, this is awesome because this is going to be life-changing for me. And I'm very determined that it's going to stay. It is going to stay. That's not to say something might trigger me and I might go off and have a weird couple of days. Who knows? That is entirely possible with me, but at the moment it doesn't feel like that would happen. I don't know. Again, I don't know. I will check in with you and I will let you know. I'll do it like in a couple of weeks time, so then it will have been 3 weeks or maybe until I get to the month stage, and then I will come back with an update and say what's happened in that time and if things have changed in other ways. Yeah, I will definitely keep you updated, and I will be honest, and if it's gone again I will tell you. Because it's important, isn't it, that I pass on what's going on with me, really. Because I think people think when you're a coach, oh, it's all awesome and it's all amazing all of the time and you can do everything and nothing's difficult, and that's just simply not true. We do have our ups and downs like everybody else does. I have just managed to build up my toolbox of stuff, know what works for me, know what doesn't, know that acceptance is key, and work with it in the best way that I could with all of that. But now I just feel like I don't need that. But like I said, maybe this time next week I will again, who knows. But I think once I've started experiencing a feeling state like this, then I will be able to tap into it again anyway, even if it does kind of drift off or slip a bit, I hope. I will be able to, I know I will. So anyway, okay, this is going to be a running story, I think, so I will come back to you and keep you updated. Thank you so much for supporting this channel, supporting my members area. It's awesome to have all you new members there. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, I would love for you to do that.